So, guten Abend. You talk a little bit in German or in English? What do you? In Deutsch?
Ich spreche ein bisschen Deutsch.
Great, Deutsch.
Ja, ich liebe das Deutsch sprechen.
Ja, wo hast du es gelernt?
Ich habe gelernt, ich habe studiert wie 1 Monat.
1 Monat studiert?
Ja, ich bin autodidaktisch. Ja.
That's very great.
Ich habe mein Set gelernt.
And that is your first time in Berlin?
Yes, it's my first time.
You learned German and you've never been here?
Yes.
What's happened? Why?
I think it's a past life thing.
Yeah.
It's just coming so naturally, all of these marvelous sounds like ish, mich.
Ah, you mean our wonderful words like mich and dich?
Oh, I love that's my favorite word. Dich.
Dich? That's wonderful.
Except we pronounce it differently in America. We say dick.
Dick, yeah, dick is but another thing. But don't talk about dicks. Let's talk about you're working with Joe Arias, and I read something about David Bowie. How great was this?
Well, it was one of the great experiences of my life because David Bowie is a consummate performer, and the really great geniuses of show business like you always study tradition very carefully, and David Bowie has a profound respect for the great traditions of show business like kabuki and mime and cabaret.
Okay.
So he hired me to open on his national tour, and he took a white grand piano, which they lifted up on a forklift and set onto the stage, and I came out and played solo before his rock band all over America. And it made me famous overnight. It was very nice, and we're still very good friends. In fact, he lives next door to my cousin.
Okay, really?
Yes.
So I done a documentary about David Bowie. It was an Australian filmer. He came to Berlin and wanna meet people who changed her completely, like David Bowie.
Yes.
in the 80s, like Ziggy Stardust and.
Super.
So yeah, and he find me and make some small films about my adventures in the night and everything. So what was your greatest adventure?
In the night?
Yeah, or in the day?
The greatest thing that ever happened to me was when I hiked to Tibet. We drove in Tibet.
Yeah, I know Tibet. Yeah.
Yes. We drove for 3 days over a rough road to get to the border of China and Tibet.
Okay.
Then I got on a horse and I rode for 3 days. And then I hiked for 3 days up to 18,000 feet.
Yeah.
And I stayed there with the yak herders in a yak hut.
Okay.
And learned many things from the Tibetan shaman. I brought my paints and my accordion. So I hold the Guinness Book of World Records record for performing La Viande Rose at the highest altitude of anyone in the world. And I still hold that world record. 18,000 feet, La Viande Rose.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Give a big applause for that. And it is in the Guinness Book or not?
Yes, it is.
It is?
Yes.
Oh, I have to check this.
Check it
I
out.
check everything about you, but not this.
Thank you.
So, and I met Joe Arias 3 times or 4 times.
Isn't he wonderful?
He isn't such a gorgeous person.
I know.
I saw him performing at the Teddy Awards 3 years ago, and it was an amazing act.
He's adorable.
And you be a friend of him?
We have been friends for many, many years. We've met it was Andy Warhol who introduced us in the last year of Andy's life.
Okay.
And we were both teenagers at the time.
Okay.
And I just fell in love with Joey, and I've watched his development, his evolution.
Okay, yes.
Through the years, his transformation.
Yeah.
Of course, I first knew him with Klaus Nomi.
Yeah.
He was performing with David Bowie.
Yes,
and Klaus Nomi is like kind of like a saint for us in the East Village, because he was the seed that really created a kind of neo-Bauhaus movement that grew into new wave out of the East Village, and it changed the whole world. His styling, everything was so classic, so geometric.
And he will look to us every day, I think.
He's wonderful.
Yeah, he is?
Yeah.
He was.
So then, of course, Joey and I starred in the movie Mondo, New York. Did you ever see it?
No, not really.
I sang my famous song, Marilyn Monroe. And it was a song that came to me in a dream about making love to Marilyn.
Yes, I think I read something about that, about the Marilyn song.
Yes, it was a hit in America.
Yeah, but some people don't like it because your disc, your record, deine Plattenfirma?
No, everybody loved it. But it was before gay people were really accepted in mass culture.
Yeah.
It's very hard for the kids to remember a time like this.
Okay.
But there was a time not so long ago when if it was thought that you were gay, they would suppress your career.
All right, okay.
And so in this song I talked about joyously kissing Marilyn Monroe, who's very much a type that I love.
Okay.
The voluptuous blonde.
Yeah.
I love.
Like this one, yes.
Yes, exactly.
That's the reason I'm wearing blonde today.
Thank you. And I sang about kissing her and how much fun it was. And my record company said, no one will ever buy a song about a girl kissing another girl.
Yeah.
And of course they were absolutely wrong.
Yeah,
and,
absolutely.
And the song became a hit even without the record company. I was signed to Epic Sony. I was 16 years old at the time.
16 years?
Mm-hmm.
Great, amazing.
A baby dyke, as we say in America.
A baby what?
Baby dyke.
Baby
It's a baby lesbian.
Ah, baby
Yeah,
dyke.
a teenage lesbian is a baby dyke.
That's great. That's
Yes.
great word, baby dyke.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So, and do you like Berlin? How long do you here?
I love the streets.
It is.
I love the little cobblestones and the cozy, the nettest cafes.
Right.
You know, I think Berlin does cozy better than anyone. Do you have a word for that? Cozy, like warm
Cozy is,
and
niedlich.
comfortable. Niedlich.
Niedlich?
Yeah, Berlin does niedlich really well.
Is it niedlich?
Gemütlich.
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 Yeah, gemütlich.
Ah, okay.
And of course, I love the beer, which I use the way some people use peyote and ecstasy and you know, the new drugs. But I use beer to expand my consciousness.
Yeah, I use Prosecco Aperol on ice. That's better for me. I don't like beer. It's not mine, but it's
You're
great.
too refined. It's
Yeah.
good, yes.
And tomorrow you're on BKA, BKA. Sag's doch mal Deutsch. In BKA?
In BKA, yes.
BKA.
Yes. And my show is called Legendaire.
Ah.
Yes. Because I'm so well known in New York.
And what kind of performance will I see there?
I'm going to change my clothes 100 times.
Great.
Then I'm going to play the piano standing on my head.
Oh.
And I'm going to paint pictures of naked women.
Oh my goodness.
And then I'm going to dance around the stage, play the accordion, play the piano at the same time, sing in French, Chinese, Italian, Spanish, and of course, English and German.
And German.
And I'm going to speak.
I want to ask.
Yeah. And I'm going to and I'm going to sing. I'm going to be speaking Danish.
Danish is good.
Yes.
Like Gail Tufts. Do you know Gail
I
Tufts?
love her. Yes, my friend
she's
showed me
yeah.
she is amazing.
Do you know that I invited Mr. Leratzke? Sven Ratzke is coming today. Do you know Sven Ratzke?
He's coming to the show?
He's coming today to the show.
Oh, I love
Especially
Sven.
for you.
Oh, I love Sven.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, he's such
amazing.
a nice guy. Yeah.
I saw 3 shows of him and I was so amazed
Oh
and
my
admired from
God.
him.
He's
So-
a netty curl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's back from Joey areas and do you know, maybe you know Cameron Mitchell?
Of course.
Of course.
In fact, somebody,
You're
well,
amazing.
actually Cameron based Hedwig in part on on me.
Really?
Yes. Many people have borrowed from
Okay.
me. Yeah.
Now I'm extremely impressed and I think we have to cut here because I'm falling to this fucking billiard table. And yeah, it was so great to have you here.
Thank you so much for having
Enjoy
me.
the show of the wonderful Lara Red Star at the Red Light District. And we can see, oder ich sag's mal auf Deutsch, damit ihr es auch versteht, damit ihr alle morgen kommt, morgen im BKA, die wunderbare Phoebe Legere macht für euch eine Französisch, macht Englisch, macht Deutsch, macht alles, was ihr wollt, auf der Bühne und ich glaube, sie wird wunderbar aussehen. Viel Spaß dabei!
Tschüssi.